Hello, I'm Mike from Firearms Anonymous, and today I'll be talking about the difference between the beret and the patrol cap, since the Army just went back to the patrol cap from the beret, which they've had about, say, 8 years or so they wore the beret. Maybe 10 years. I guess it'd be 10 years, yeah. So, when I first joined the service, we were still wearing patrol caps, and after a few years in, we went to the berets. After I was in a few years, the Army went to the berets, which didn't seem like a logical choice, but it was a motivational move to try to motivate soldiers to be, I don't know, proud of what they're doing or something. So they went to the berets. Now the problem with the berets is the preparation it needs to be worn properly. Now it looks nice here how it is, but there's a lot that goes into making it that way. And this is actually starting to come apart. I should soak it and reform it to my head and everything if I was going to wear it. I'm not going to wear it. It's just something that I like to hang on to remember my time in the service. Now, the proper way to prepare a beret for wear in the service is quite long, as compared to a patrol cap that I'll cover after this. Now, the beret is purchased, and your unit issues you a flash that goes on the beret, and the blue field is already sewn on, and the flash is the shield with your unit crest on it. And your unit issues 2 of those because you'll probably have 2 berets. And what you do when you purchase a beret is you have to take it, you purchase it from the PX or the store, and you take it back to your room and you get yourself a new razor and you shave it. And as you can see, all the contours and everything, that this is a pain. It's a real pain because you'll nick it and you'll cut through it and you can't really fix it. I've seen them sewn back together, but they look like crap. So you got to go get yourself a new beret. If you don't shave it, it just looks like garbage. So you got to shave it. So you take, I don't know, an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, depending on how bad it is or how particular you are, and you shave your beret. And you got to be very careful about it. Some people wet it before they shave it. Some people just take it and shave it. I wet mine and shaved it. And it takes quite a bit of time to go and do that. And then you soak it. You soak it in the water till it's just sopping wet. You pull it out, you wring it out, and then you got to put it on and wear it to shape it. So then you tie the string in the back to shape it to your head, to help shape it to your head, and keep it tight. My head's gotten a little bigger since I've gained some weight after getting out of the service. So this doesn't really fit me that well anymore. But I will talk about how the proper wear of the beret also. Now you wear it until it's dry, which takes time. And then you fold it like this. This is how it's supposed to be folded. And you get it wet again, you soak it again. And when it's soaked and it's folded like this, then you place it on a hard surface like a desk or a table, and you place a big heavy weight, flat weight on top of it to compress it like this. This is getting a little loose because it hasn't been pressed down in a while. But I haven't worn this maybe, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, something like that. I don't know. It's just been traveling around with me. It hasn't been reshaped, hasn't been compressed or anything like that again. So it's a little loose, but it's still in pretty good shape. And that's because it was properly done. Now, after a while, it'll dry like that. After a while, when it dries out, you take the book off, and it'll be compressed like this. It'll actually be a lot flatter than this, but it'll be pretty close. It'll be compressed, and then you shave it again. Because when you soak it a few times and it dries out, it'll frizz up again. So you got to take it and shave it again. So then you test it for the fit, and if it doesn't fit, you repeat steps 1 through 8 until it fits properly. Now, I'd say that's quite a bit of time and effort to go into your headgear that takes 2 hands to put on, only 1 hand to take off, and fold, because it'll pretty much go back into this shape. So it doesn't want to come out of this shape. But it takes 2 hands to unfold and put on. So now I'll show you the proper way to wear a beret. Even though this won't fit properly, it'll come close. So the flash goes over your right eye, and you'll unfold it by flipping the bottom, which folds into the middle out. You'll flip that out, and then you'll put it on. But you just pretty much hold the flash in your right hand, or in your left hand, or correction, it goes over your left eye, sorry. You hold the flash in your left hand, and you put it over your eye, and you pull the back down, and then you pull the side down. See, it doesn't fit me well, so it's not gonna look right, because I can't put it all the way on. And you pull the front down, and pull the side down like this, and then it should be completely flat on your head. And mine is wrinkled here because my head's too big. So this will be completely flat, and then this will be folded down to the side. And when worn properly, you should see this out of the corner of your right eye. So if I put it on properly, it's going to be really snug, and it's going to start pulling my skin up. But I'll put it on properly, like that. See how it's snug and it's smooth. And then this way, it's tight against the side of my head, and it's supposed to be parallel with the ground and all that. And the flash is over the eye, but it shouldn't be this far. It should be down lower. And then you just take it off. And that's how you put it on. You have to have 2 hands. And you pull it down on the back, on one side. There. It's a proper way to put the beret on. And then take it off. You just grab it here by the flash, pull it off, and it'll automatically fold back to it on itself, or it should. It started to, but it didn't really fold all the way. So you just pull it off and flip it, and you can stick it in your cargo pocket or whatever. You see foreign countries wear it up on their lapel. We're not allowed to do that. We weren't allowed to do that. So you take it and you fold it and stick it in your cargo pocket, whatever. So that's the beret, and how to properly put the beret on and form it to your head and all that. Now the patrol cap was a little different. Here's my old patrol cap. I took my rank off, and I put the Firearms Anonymous logo on it for when I'm doing my shooting or out in the woods. And I really enjoy this thing. It's comfortable. It's, it breathes, and has air tabs on the side to breathe. It's not like they call the beret a wet sock, and that's what it feels like when it gets hot. So you sweat into it, and it's wool. It's made out of wool. That's the only thing it can be made out of. It's wool. So it's hot and everything. This is cotton, or a wool cotton blend for the winter uniform. So this is comfortable, and I have a few strings coming out of mine again. This is how you prepare the patrol cap for wear. You take it, you buy it from the shopette or the PX or the store or whatever. You have these strings that are coming off. You take a lighter, and you light them on fire. This is how you prepare your patrol cap. And now you have most of your strings burnt off. You're ready to go. That's how you prepare it. As an MP, we were held to different standards. So what we did with ours is we either soaked it like we did with the beret, or we starched it like we did our uniforms. Heavy starch, a lot of it, till it's white. And you let it dry. You get it full of starch, you put it on your head, and you form it so it's professional appearance. And then you let it dry. And you wear it till it's dry. And then you're done. You know, it's wearable. You can wear it right out of the store, but you want to burn all the strings off. Otherwise you'll get chewed out for being out of uniform and looking like a sandbagger, dirt bag, what have you, Blue Falcon, all that stuff. So you want to burn all the strings off it, the excess strings off it, and you're ready for wear. You can pin your rank on it. You can get your rank sewn onto it, so you're never going to lose it. This thing you're never going to lose either, because you stick it in. How this works, I wear this thing all the time because I really enjoy it. But your flash, you're not going to lose because you stick it in and you bend the tabs. So it'll never come out, but you got those tabs in there. This, you get your rank sewn onto it, or you can pin a rank on, whatever. Sewing on is much easier because then you don't have to worry about taking your rank off and switching it and all this other stuff, and it's cheap and it lasts forever as long as you have the hat. So I'm glad they went back to the patrol caps. The beret doesn't have a brim, so the sun's in your eyes, unless, you know, it's your right eye and you're wearing the beret properly and the sun's to your right. That's the only way that it's not in your eyes. And if the sun's anywhere else, it's always in your face, and it's kind of a pain because you're wearing this thing. You don't have any protection from the sun. The sun's in your face all the time, unless you're facing away from it. So, yeah, made you look like other nations' armies and stuff like that. But we're not other nations' armies. We're the United States Army. So I'm Mike from Firearms Anonymous, and this is the comparison between the beret and the patrol cap. And let us know which one you think would be better and which the soldiers think is better. And I myself prefer the patrol cap. And we love guns.